Shelley's poem is written in the form of a sonnet. It has 14 lines and is written in iambic pentameter. Like a Petrarchan or Italian sonnet, it has a volta or turning point at line 9, where it shifts from describing the ruin to hearing the voice of Ozymandias. Whilst it is a sonnet, it is important to note that it doesn't conform entirely to what we might expect from this genre of poem. It doesn't follow a regular rhyme scheme, perhaps suggesting that human power and man-made structures can and will be broken down and destroyed. Even the iambic pentameter is disrupted at times. In line 12, the full stop in the middle of the line, also known as a caesura, stops the flow, creating the short, arresting statement, "Nothing beside remains." This gives a sense of finality. The Italian sonnet presents the poet with the challenge of using an utterly familiar form in an innovative or provocative way. The chief variables within this form involve rhyme scheme. The traditional Italian sonnet features this rhyme scheme. Each letter representing a different end rhyme that is repeated in pattern. In Ozymandias, Shelley chooses to forego the conventional scheme and employs a more eccentric rhyme scheme. This creates the immediate effect of a woven tapestry of sound and rhythm that helps to underscore the poem's essential irony. As the reader's expectations are unmet, the very syntax, forced by the unusual rhyme of the poem, creates tension that matches that of the theme. Critics have long noted the framing device in which the story of Ozymandias is told. Each line of the poem, from first to last, reveals successively one more layer of the narrative's essential irony. The fact that the poem is framed in such a way, describing the desert, or antique land, is significant. The desert engulfs the statue. Despite the statue being relatively vast, it pales into insignificance compared with the vastness of the desert. One learns first something of the poet's conversation with the mysterious traveller from an antique land. The poet, in turn, reports but one tiny part of that conversation, who said, in the very words of the traveller. Laboriously, the speaker then moves through each wave of recognition and interpretation of what he has encountered, climaxing with the presentation of Ozymandias' inscription.